Okay, so yesterday evening was it was comfortable, that's for sure. Residential areas are very quiet and peaceful. Uh, there was a train tracks right by, so I saw the occasional train sound. Some cars sometimes, like I don't know, like maybe 4 or 5 times during the night driving by to go home or to go to work. Uh, so it was peaceful. However, I don't really recommend uh, staying overnight in residential areas because even though it turned out to be okay, no one bothered me at all. I was afraid that someone might. So it was a stressful night. Every little movement or light, I was like checking, with the blinds, a little bit peeling them back, checking if anyone's noticing me. Every time someone I heard like talking, people getting out of cars and talking, I was like, oh my god, are they gonna like notice me? Uh, and so it was. I didn't sleep all that well. I kept waking up and then just checking things around myself, if everything's all right. So yeah, even though it was peaceful, it turned out to be really good, a really good spot. I don't think I'm gonna go back there because, uh, because it's stressful. It's good for in the during the day. If you want to go to the town of St. Helens, it's a good place to park. It's just like I don't know, like a 15-20 minute walk to the town center, so it's okay. But overnight, I should have just come here. By the way, I'm back at the little meadow that where I saw the scroll. I was gonna sleep here yesterday, but I ended up going into St. Helens to the library. So it's like a 50-minute drive back here. So I just stayed in St. Helens. But today I'm back. Today on the agenda is not much. I Yesterday on Facebook Marketplace I messaged this guy about some storage units, £100 a month. It's like a big 20-foot container. Uh, it's gonna be good for to store a shadow, the motorcycle, to work on it if need be, and to just store some of the stuff from the back. And maybe, who knows, maybe I can like cook in there or something, or I don't know. It's always good to have somewhere where you can go and have like a place where you can store stuff. I guess it's just £100 a month. I was also kind of out of curiosity. I went on uh, Spare Room, which is like an app to find accommodation, long term rental, but the prices are just ridiculous. Like a room not much bigger than a van, honestly. Maybe higher, but not much bigger than a van. Essentially a bed and a wardrobe, and they're asking like £400 a month for it. Some even over 400. Or you can go out into the middle of nowhere for like 350, but then you drive like for like half an hour or an hour each way to work. So I don't think I'm gonna rent a room. I'm just gonna save my money, stay here until I can buy myself a van, and then basically have a house forever until it breaks, essentially. So yeah, today's agenda: check out the storage unit, and then get some gas as well because it's started to light up. It's only at like 45 miles range. And then that's pretty much it. Go to the gym to maybe get some workout in, take a shower. I have to charge my stuff, my phone, my battery bank. I also need to buy a big power bank, like one of those Anchor or Jackeries or one of those big ones. because I can't do this, charge them every single day. Sometimes I just wanna, stay off grid for like 2 days. Like I could just stay here for 2 days if I had the power, but I don't. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm a little bored, to be honest. I can't wait to go to work. They said Friday, it's Wednesday, so 2 more days. But to be honest with you, I think tomorrow I'm gonna take the car back to St. Helens to my parking space for the day, and then I think I'm gonna take a bus into Liverpool. I don't know if I mentioned this already, and then just spend the day in Liverpool. You know, uh, maybe even spend the night. There's a cheap hostel over in Liverpool in the city center. I think it's like £20 a day or even less maybe, and just spend the night there and then come back Friday. Why not? So yeah, that's it. I think it's what it is. It's 10:27, so I still have a lot of time because I have my appointment with the guy with the storage unit at 12 noon, and it's like a 10-minute drive away from here. So I think I'm just gonna hang out here, maybe make a little, you know, clean up the back a little bit, reorder some stuff, keep it tidy, and then just maybe read, probably. Yeah. All right. That's it for now. So I went to check that storage unit, but I just couldn't find it. I have no clue what it is. I went into this small street. There was a golf course. There were some empty, like, roads leading to nowhere, but I couldn't find this one. I texted the guy where it is. He said, he didn't respond, so I'm gonna have to come back another day. I just texted him, okay, I can't find you, let me know if you have anything available and I'll come back another time. And anyway, so I stopped at you can maybe Asda, picked up a lock, a combi lock. I need this to the gym and also to work, they said. And now I think I'm just gonna go back to my spot next to that meadow and just chill, I guess. Yeah, I'll just read, make something to eat, and then retire early because tomorrow I want to go to Liverpool quite early. All right. So I'm thinking here about my plans, how I'm gonna manage this lifestyle and everything. But I'm talking about financial plans mostly. So I don't have a lot of money right now. I have maybe £500 in my savings account and then something in my regular checkings or current. But anyway, I'm gonna start this work and I'm gonna work until I have at least 1500 in my savings account. I think that's a good amount to have, just like always there for, just in case, whatever. If I need to repair the car or take a hotel room for a week or two, or, just in case. After I have that 1500 in my savings account, just then I'm gonna start saving for a van. Either VW transporter or Renault Traffic or a Vauxhall Vivaro. Either one of those three. And I'm not gonna buy like the cheapest one. I'm gonna have like at least 2010 and around 100,000 miles. Not much more. I'm willing to go up to like 120 maybe, and at least 2010 or newer. I don't know how much that might be, but I'm guessing it couldn't be over 5K. So I'm just gonna guess 4,000. Let's say that means that's uh, about 2 months of savings with overtime. So by about, I don't know, February or March, I should have enough money to buy the van. Then once I have that, I'm just gonna continue saving for the conversion, because that's gonna cost a lot of money too. But once I have the van, I'm gonna take it a little more easy. I'm not gonna do overtime after overtime after overtime. But until then, I plan on doing 6 days if I can a week, 7 if I can. But it's probably not possible. It wasn't possible in my last job either. But if it's possible, I'm gonna do as much as possible. Because I don't have anything to do anyway. I'm just sitting around next to a park all day. So yeah, I'm gonna work my ass off, save up as much as I can, buy the van, convert the van, and hopefully by the end of next year's summer, so around September, I'll have my van fully converted and I'll have enough money saved to spend with the next winter down south in like Spain or Italy or somewhere like that. But once I have that van and it's like furnished in the back, it's like housing solved forever, as long as the van lasts. You're not gonna have to pay £400 or £500 for essentially a hole in the wall. Because I've been looking at the app and it's like they're selling or renting out basically rooms the size of like maybe 2 king size beds for like £400 a month. It's ridiculous. So this van is gonna be my home. I plan on doing all kinds of things to it, like solar on the roof to help me with the power thing. Just have like a comfortable bed, just like a single bed in there. Have like a good chair I can just sit and relax and read. Have like a little cabinet for my stuff, so it's not like thrown around in the back of a car. Have like a little cupboard for my food and drinks. And I realize it's gonna be a small van, like a mid-sized van, so it's gonna be a little cramped, but it's gonna be much bigger than a car. And I don't mind cramped spaces really. I lived in a room last time in Liverpool that was a single bed and maybe a wardrobe big, and I managed for a year, and I paid like $350 for that as well. So yeah, having a van and not having to pay that much money for it, I'm still gonna have to pay insurance around 200 or so maybe, and then tax another, I don't know, 20, 30. But that's still just like £150 a month instead of 400. And it's my space. I can, make it as I want. I can change as much as I want, or furnish it as I want. And in case I lose my job, it's not gonna be like, oh my god, how am I gonna pay my rent this month? So yeah, that's my plan. Having a plan, I think, is gonna help me, like with like motivation to keep going. I'm hoping the job is gonna be good, and the people I'm working with are gonna be good, so I'll actually enjoy being there like 6 days a week. But having motivation, I think, is very, very important, because if you don't know what you're working for, then it's like, what am I doing here? So yeah, having something to work for all the time is gonna be very cool. The guy with the storage unit haven't texted me back. I don't know what that's about. uh, I do kind of need a storage unit somewhere to store my stuff, and even when I have the van, to store stuff for the conversion, like tools and wood and stuff like that. But I digress. It's half past 3:30. uh, I'm gonna hang out a little bit more over here, and then go to the gym, charge my stuff, take a shower, maybe work out a little bit, come back here, sleep. Tomorrow I'm gonna drive to St. Helens, to yesterday's parking spot, leave the car, and then go to Liverpool. And I think I'm gonna spend like 2 days there. I'm gonna sleep there as well. Maybe even sleep 2 nights. Yeah, maybe, because if everything goes to plan, Sunday I start working. So I'm gonna have, what's today? Wednesday. So I'm gonna have Thursday night and Friday night in the hostel, and then Saturday night I'll probably come back here, and then maybe Sunday start working. It's gonna be so much easier when I work, because I can. One, I'm hoping I can charge my stuff at work if there's like plugs I can use. Probably is. There was an Amazon, so probably is. There's bathroom over there, right? Maybe even showers. Who knows? But I'll finish work at like 6:30. Maybe charge my stuff for until like 7:30. Go to the gym at 7:30. Take a shower, work out by like 9 maybe. Go to my parking space, this one or another one, sleep, and then I have to be at work by 8, so maybe wake up at 6, go to the gym, wash up, make my hair or whatever, and then go back. Start working at 8. So yeah, it's gonna be much easier. But anyway, rambling's over. Thank you.